Snake, have you lost sight of the target? Whenever something moves, it leaves a trail behind. Track and find Naomi's trail.
I'm not like Big Boss. Tracking isn't my strongest suit. When did you get so good at it?
After saving Sonny, I drifted around the globe. In Alaska, a tribal elder taught me some scouting techniques.
Drifted? You never went back to see Rose?
Rose? She doesn't exist. No. Rose and I live in different worlds, different times. Her world has no place for someone like me. My place is here on the battlefield.
Huh.
Listen, Snake. Scouting is based on the principles of hunting. There are two fundamentals: awareness and tracking.
Awareness?
Awareness refers to locating a trail by paying careful attention to your surroundings. Tracking means to follow that trail. Your target's trail could be footprints, a branch they broke along the way, bent grass trampled underfoot. You need to feel for clues using all your senses: sound, smell, touch, the direction of the wind. Watch how the animals move. Listen for unusual bird calls. These are signs that someone may be disrupting the environment nearby.
You sound like a ninja.
Exactly. Ninja are the ultimate scouts. If your enemy is a skilled scout, they'll be doing the same thing. You may be the hunter, but you are also the hunted. To avoid enemy detection, move slowly, little by little. Don't disturb the air around you. Try to make as little noise as possible. Your pursuers will be doing the same, trying to sneak up on you without a sound. If you can't pick up the trail with your naked eye, switch the solid eye to infrared mode. That will enable you to see Naomi's footprints and any enemies lying in ambush.
Switch the solid eye to infrared. Got it.
But the sound it makes while engaged could end up giving your position away. So don't leave it on for too long.
All right.
Listen to your heart. Trust your senses as much as you can. And you will find Naomi's trail.
I'll give it a shot.
Snake, follow Naomi's trail and find out where they took her. Watch out, though. You might run into a few holdups along the way. Naomi's left a clear trail for you to follow. Use Raiden's advice to help figure out where she was taken. Snake, These enhanced soldiers seem to be using some sort of device to cling to the walls.
Doesn't look like they have spikes or suction cups.
This is only a guess, but I think their gloves and boots might have some mechanism that employs van der Waals force. It's a type of mutual interaction that occurs between two electrically neutral particles. Geckos use it to crawl up walls and across ceilings.
Oh, that kind of gecko. But those things are a hell of a lot lighter than a human.
Well, around 10 years ago, I read about an experiment where they reportedly suspended an object weighing 100 grams using a 5mm square piece of adhesive tape. Assuming the technology's advanced since then, I don't see why these guys couldn't be climbing all over the walls.
Otacon, what about Vamp? How he ran up that support pillar in the big shell. You think that's how he did it?
You mean, did he have this technology? He could have, yeah.
So it wasn't that he had some freak supernatural powers.
Hey, when technology starts to test the limits of our imagination, what's the difference? The enemy's probably setting up ambushes ahead. Keep an eye on your radar for signs of enemy presence.
Rose here. How's it going?
Super.
Good for you, Snake. You're taking great care of your psych. No worries on my end.
Glad to hear it.
Speaking of food, Snake,
Colonel, we're in the middle of something here.
have you ever eaten rations from a country other than the U.S.?
Of course I have.
The UN recently held a ration swap meet between military attachés from each member state. It was a momentous development in the cultivation of mutual understanding of other countries' cuisine.
Roy, this isn't really the time.
On the contrary, I want you to hear this too, Rose.
I've already heard it 100...
You'll survive. Anyway, Snake, I did a taste test and found that French rations were generally the best. The Italians weren't bad either. And the Japanese stuff was much better than I expected.
Really? That's wonderful.
But everyone seemed to agree that the worst rations of all were ours. America for the win.
All right. So what's your point?
Yep, it must be nice to live in a country that knows how to cook. Those French rations, délicieux. I wish you could have been there to try some, Snake. And, you too, Rose.
Colonel, what exactly are you...
Some of the best food I'd ever tasted, Rose.
I'm sorry, Snake. Ever since he went to that swap meet, it's all he can talk about. You think he'd never had a decent meal in his life.
No kidding. Wait a minute. Rose, who does the cooking at your house?
Me. Roy doesn't... What are you getting at?
Nothing. Never mind. Colonel? My sympathies.
It's appreciated, Snake.
I actually like those American rations.
Snake, the trail splits up into multiple directions. Look closely at the footprints.
Hands up.
Looks like they split up here.
Freeze.
You think that could be Naomi's? What's this doing here? Naomi. Let's try another route.
Huh? Who was that?
Something happened to me last Thursday when I was driving home. I had a couple of miles to go. I looked up and saw a glowing orange object in the sky to the east. It was moving very irregularly. Suddenly, there was intense light all around me. When I came to, I was home.
Huh? That's weird. Naomi's shoe prints just vanish. But just hers.
Snake, the heavier someone is, the deeper the footprint they'll leave behind. Take a look with the solid eye. Deeper footprints should show up darker than shallow ones.
But Naomi's footprints ought to be shallower than the soldiers. She's not carrying any gear.
If you were carrying somebody, however, the extra weight would make your footprints deeper.
So, one of them might be carrying Naomi.
That depends. Are some of the prints deeper than others? Look closely, Snake.
Come quickly, Snake. Save me. Here. I'm over here. Please, hurry. Ah! This is Naomi. Here. I'm over here. Save me. Save me. Save me.
Save me.
Wait a minute. It's the solid eye. The sound is giving your position away. Take cover, Snake.
Who's there?
They must have gone separate ways here.
You need to look at more than just the shape of the footprints. Don't assume you're on the right track just because the print matches the target's shoes. Take a closer look. Imagine the target actually on top of the print. Think. Is the depth of the print consistent with Naomi's weight? Does the stride, straddle, and pitch match her walk? Pay attention. Don't let the hunted fool the hunter.
The footprints go in different directions. I don't think that's the right direction. I'm noticing more footprints now. Security's getting tighter. We could be getting close to Naomi.